not an unusual environment we're dealing with here. We could almost call that EG&G's backyard. And the history of the company was from the nuclear testing phases during World War II and the initial testing afterwards. It was a science company meant to do work for the government, offline, away from FOIAs, which is one of the greatest concerns I have is that if we really want to find out what's going on out there, legitimately or illegitimately in the black project arena, we need to modify, if we can get it through Congress and the President, we need to modify the FOIA regulations to have no loopholes and to require that all government contractors, even black, are required to submit information through the FOIA system. Because right now, it's a sieve. It's a giant backdoor for them to purposely ignore the requests of even Congress.
What do you say to people who and I hate Congress a great deal, but if there is anything to these electrogravitic craft and UFOs that everyone would know about it, the secrets simply have not been able to be maintained and aren't maintained anymore.
The ability of our government to keep secrets has a long history of being very valid. There's a lot of programs that were successfully kept quiet for decades, if not close to half a century. And during the last 10 years, we've seen a lot of announcements of programs that were kept very secret by our government. The example is the syphilis study, and I believe it was Alabama, back in the 30s. Nobody knew what really went on until I think it was the late 80s, early 90s when that program was released. And the fact that the Japanese had a biological warfare detachment working in Mongolia, who we agreed not to punish, even though they killed thousands, hundreds of our own soldiers, still were POWs, simply so we could get our hands on the records, the results of their testing. That program wasn't released, and I believe the full story of that didn't come out until the 90s, early 90s. So that's close to a 50-year period where they kept that large project secret, and were able to continue the research at Fort Detrick and other places on a biological experimentation on our own people. So the ability of our government to keep secrets, if the people truly believe in what they're working on, in fact more than that, they can generally succeed. What concerns me is when the projects go beyond black, and that we have failure with people with ulterior motives that have gotten control of these projects and or the funding for it, and or the ability of what really is to write their own checks, unlimited checks, with no recourse to anybody. They're not even a budget item. They literally authorize stages of government. This is where we need to have an audit, if you want to call it, made on all these projects, and a responsible committee to start monitoring the flow of black money. Oh, I would say that the project is closely tied into other allied governments. In fact, I have been told back in the late 70s, in the early 2000s, once I got the security contract, was that there is a secret agreement between us and the Brits. That whatever we invent, they get. Whatever they invent, we get. And there is no limitation as to what it is. If our boomers look like whatever they look like, the Brits can make them duplicates. And we don't hold back on any of the technology because of that secret agreement that was cut during World War II. And we have other allies like that. And I believe that what we also see is we see a lot of cross-pollination of scientists from different countries working on projects, even in the most classified arenas in the United States. I ran into these people repeatedly.
The group that is running a lot of covert projects, what do you see as the agenda? What is their operation? What have you come across by teaching together?
would believe, Steve, that my initial view on what the agendas were behind various flight projects back in the 70s and early 80s, when I first became really aware of what was going on, above and beyond my own political attitude on how the world really turned, was one of still of a good basis. They were looking to defend the United States. They were looking to protect the free world. But if you get into the situation more and more, it becomes evident that they have agendas that are independent of the goals of the United States. And that the attitudes seem to be one of control, power and control. And I guess you could call that almost the second oldest profession in the world.
You mentioned this reference in Nairobi,
Yes.
apparently, but have you seen other evidence that people were
Not as close. Oh yeah. Where necessary. The ability of certain forces out there to use force when absolutely necessary, or other controlling mechanisms to ameliorate the danger of illusion, to control those or maintain secrecy of fear, is always there. That happened to Bob in the case of Nairobi situation where it felt that they decided that he was too close, wasn't afraid, and he was too powerful. And they had to take him out, and they took him out in a normal way. Not unlike the strange events that Representative Schiff here in New Mexico, who almost never went in the sun because he was living indoors just about all his life as a representative in Congress, and yet he magically got an aggressive cancer. There are ways to
Are you calling me, Fred?
Yeah, I got some more beer orders. Okay, I'll bring one down on my next trip.
Did you find the cat?